Hello, all BitThumbers and all Korean Zcashers. This is ZOOKO. I'm the CEO of the Zcash company, and this is BitThumb's interview with Nathan, the Zcash CTO.
Thank you for visiting BitThumb, Nathan. All right, so let's talk about what is Zcash and what are its characteristics.
Zcash is a cryptocurrency that's very similar to Bitcoin, except it has really strong privacy, and it's a kind of privacy that's auditable. And so that privacy gives the currency a property called fungibility, which is good for commerce, and it's a useful property for money.
How did you come up to apply zero knowledge to this blockchain technology?
Well, that was mainly the first case of that was developed by the research cryptographers. So there are actually two groups of cryptographers that met and collaborated. One group was developing the ZK snark technology, and another group had been looking at Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in order to improve their privacy. So those two groups met because they realized that the ZK snark technology could fulfill the goals of adding privacy to cryptocurrencies. Mm-hmm. And so they developed a prototype protocol as part of their academic research. And so that was a proof of concept that demonstrated it was performant enough to actually run in a real-world system. And then that's when I joined and we started this company in order to make it production ready for users.
Can you please explain about the ZK snark to our customers in a bit simple way?
Yeah, I think the best way to describe it is by comparing it to standard encryption. So encryption has been around for a long time, especially starting around World War II. That technology has been developed well to be able to provide certain security properties, especially confidentiality, which is privacy. So privacy technology has existed for a long time, but there's a drawback often when you want to deploy privacy technology. There's no way to verify that private information is meeting some standards or following some protocol. Mm-hmm. And the ZK snark technology is a new kind of cryptography that makes that possible. So it makes it possible to audit private technology while still using encryption.
There has been an update with ZK snark, and I also saw something about how do you read this? ZOOKO? Is it correct there? Mm-hmm. So can you tell us about ZOOKO?
Sure. ZOOKO is a prototype, so it's a research prototype of the core component for the next Zcash protocol upgrade. And the main improvements it brings are stronger security and it's much more efficient. So one issue Zcash has had is that the current protocol is too inefficient, so it doesn't work on mobile phones. After we incorporate ZOOKO into our next protocol upgrade, we hope to be able to have mobile phone support.
So as security, expert, mm-hmm. and as CTO of Zcash, do you have any other altcoins in mind to recommend for its technical or technological value?
Yes, so there are a few I pay attention to regularly because I think they're interesting both technically and sort of in terms of the broader market, like socially. So the main one would be Bitcoin. It's sort of the first example, and the technology is stable. People have been using it for a long time, but even today we see developments going on with the Bitcoin ecosystem that are helping us learn more about how resilient that design is. So we saw the Bitcoin Cash hard fork. But we saw that Bitcoin remained stable even though that happened. So that is something interesting to pay attention to. I'm really interested in Ethereum just because it's sort of pushing the envelope in the design space in many different ways by introducing smart contracts and also by researching proof of stake. And then another one that I pay attention to is Monero. It is a privacy-focused cryptocurrency similar to Zcash, but the community and the technology they use is very different.
Do you have any expectations on users and developers in Korea?
Oh, well, expectations, yeah. I hope that there's developer interest and user interest. I would especially like to see developer interest because right now most of our community is Western, like in the US or Europe, and I would really love to see more Asian community members. And for users, I think, yeah, I look forward to having more exchange in more countries, so I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you very much once again for visiting Bithum. We hope to continue our strong relationship between Zcash and Bithum. Thank you so much, Nathan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
반갑습니다. I'm really excited for Zcash to come to Korea, and I hope you find it valuable and can join us in making this a global network. 감사합니다.